Question: when you was a kid, was there anything that your parents had that was expensive and by mistake you broke it? How did you feel? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I have made mistakes like that when I was a kid. Now, the second question: as you grow up, you age whatever you is right now, you ever have you got something expensive and you're afraid that you don't want to mess something up. You don't want to do anything to mess up because it's so expensive, and you have to think about like how you're gonna replace it, you know. So this is where my dilemma is, but I decided to go for it. Let's get started. What is going on, you guys? Your boy Famous Kid Video Game Entertainment. And before we go any further, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. Click like, subscribing. It's always a big help. So eXtremeRate came out with new cases. Okay, wifey came to me and asked me, she was like, are you going to change out your case? Because, you know, I have other systems or other consoles, I would like to say, that I changed out the cases, and, you know, and basically because I love how they look, to have custom cases to make it your own, make it your own style. But I'm not gonna lie, it took me a few days to like really think about this. So what I did, I sat there and I watched the video first from eXtremeRate, and I'm gonna leave that video in the description so you can see it. And I sat there and watched the entire video before I made a decision. And then so I had to come up with my own ideas, like these plates and stuff like that for the side, because I wanted to make sure that each screw was in its place. So I was just like, you know what, I need to come up with something so I don't screw this up, because there is a lot of screws. So after a while, I decided, I said, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna get my tools, you know, get some of the stuff that I need. And even though eXtremeRate supply everything you need in the box, they do, I was still kind of like intimidated. But what you see here in the video is I'm just speeding everything up. But trust me, I was like hesitant like crazy about this, because I didn't want to screw nothing up, you know. And you will see at the end, if you guys watch the video, the full video. I'm gonna break this whole thing and do, you know, I'm gonna speed it up and everything. But I wanted to take every precaution. If you notice, look, I have the case. I wanted to set that in so that way the you know, the analog sticks can sit up in there and rest as I take it apart. So I didn't want to mess nothing up. The video did something else a little bit more different, but I didn't want to mess anything up. So why I'm doing this video, number one, I wanted to show you guys that, you know, to me it was a really big accomplishment for me. Number two, I did things my own way. So I didn't 100% use everything up in here. Like you'll notice it after I get through. First, I did the extra precaution. Here's some, and this is another reason why I want to make this video, is to give you guys some tips on when it comes down, if you decide to do this. If you decide to do this, let me know in the comments if you decide to go for it. If you're going for it, please let me know. I would love to hear about it and what colors that you got. I'm also gonna link a link in the description so that way you can get you one too if you decide. But here's some tips that I just wanted to tell you. Okay, number one, what I did, I made sure that the battery was completely dead. So that's what I did. So I turned up everything on the device so that way it can just run down the battery really fast. So I played a game that requires like that's really power hungry, and Days Gone was definitely power hungry. So when I did this, I used every bit of, like, every time I did a level of take out a part, I had those little bowls that I had with the screws, so that way each screw would be, everything will be intact. You know, I sat there and watched the movie with my daughter, and you know, we watched the Annabelle. We watched Annabelle. That movie's crazy. I sat here and did each piece and just really took my time. The screen, another thing, once you get to the screen, make sure you have like a heat gun or something like that. Just keep on going, keep on going. And as you lift and everything, and when it says take off the stuff that's around the thing, what I did, I tried to use like a little razor blade, but no, I didn't, because I didn't want to mess that up. So what I did, I just started using my finger, just basically start just like taking my time to take the sticky parts off and everything. It's not easy, and I thought I was gonna, and I wanted to have a little fun. So what I did, some of the buttons, I wanted to keep it from the original, and then I wanted to do something a little different. This is me. I mean, a lot of cases, some people, they want the entire mod to be that color for what came in the package. Me, I didn't. I wanted to have a little fun. Number one, I wanted to keep the original trackpad, so everything was intact with that. Some of the buttons I wanted to keep. That's just me. I wanted to keep a lot of that stuff because I felt that I don't know. I wanted to keep it like some color, something that's gonna, so that way it can stand out. These are just tips that I just wanted to just kind of let you know if you decide. Now, far as me like taking some of the trackpads apart and stuff like that and do that, just follow the video. I did not do that. I just kept those pieces intact. So that way it won't be no problem for me to put the thing back, because what I really wanted was the case swap. That's really what I wanted. I mean, so I finally got it done, and I was really skeptical about it because I thought it wasn't gonna work. But after I sat here and I was just like, okay, I'm hoping. So I had to charge it up for a couple of minutes because you remember I had it completely dead. So for a minute it didn't come on. So now I was like, oh my goodness. So it came on after a while, and I was really happy to see that Sonic in the fighting deck. And another thing I was really afraid about was the screen, because I was like, oh my goodness, I hope I didn't mess up the screen. But it's beautiful, and with the color, it just blends in so well. It blends in so well. And another thing I was kind of worried about was the adhesive. The adhesive held up really good. The new adhesive held up really good. I didn't have no problems. It sticked on there really well. And the controls still intact. I checked everything. The sound is still there. Everything. I made sure I did everything like right. So I was like, okay, let's play like a little bit tougher game. Even though the fact is my battery is like starting to run down. I still wanted to go ahead and do like a just check the battery, so just making sure that everything plays well. And I was pretty happy about it. I was really happy about it. I love the color. I liked it this green. I was just, because most of the time my favorite color is red, and I wanted to make sure that I wanted to do something else. So I did ask the kids about what color should I get, but I wanted a solid color. I ain't really into the see-through too much. I do have a couple other devices that has the see-through, like some of my consoles and stuff like that has the little see-through vibe, but I wanted something solid. I wanted something solid that's gonna stand out a little bit. And I was like, and at first, because this one was gonna take a few more extra days to get here, so I was like, you know what, I'm willing to wait. Because this is the color I really want. This is the color that is standing out to me. This is the color that's really, I don't know, it's just so comfortable. It's so smooth. Goes with, all my ensembles that I have that I like. And I wanted to give it like that whole alien vibe. That's what I was trying to do. That's what I was really pushing. That's why I said I had some of the stickers that wifey gave me. And I only put one on there. And it really, really shows the really nice look, the real crisp look to it. Smooth, the feeling of it is smooth to hold in your hand. It feels really good. I charged it up and really enjoyed the detail of everything that I put into it. I really love it. I really do. And if you decide to do, another thing I wanted to say is make sure you take the SD card out. Have the SD card out, okay? And make sure that's out. those are, follow the video step by step. That's exactly what I did. I don't, and if you feel intimidated, let me know. Let me know. Like, you know, I don't want to mess up my stuff. This is that. I totally understand, because when it's kind of maybe kind of hard to, like, you know, saying to like replace it or something like that. I could totally understand that. I could totally understand that. Me, it just like I said, it took me a few days to think about this. It took me a few days to really say, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. And I'm glad I did. I'm really glad I did. So that was the reason for me to show you guys. And if you guys are thinking about it, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you decide. Okay, you guys? All right. Thank you guys. If you guys made it this far, I truly appreciate it. All right. All right. I'm going to be out. And from gamer to gamer, thanks for watching.